children.
My name is Jagoda Savic. I'm coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I'm occupying 16 years with registering and reporting of vaccine adverse events. As a sociologist, I'm starting from the fact that vaccinated child is not, in many cases, immunized child. And I wanted to focus the attention of European Forum for Vaccine Vigilance on 4 crucial points. The first point is violation of medical ethics, because the money that enters in medical faculties, institutes, Association of Pediatricians and Association of Doctors, it's not a simple money. It's a money for producers of vaccines that raise the feeling of being obliged to make public declarations in favor of vaccination. The second point I wanted to focus is violation of freedom of speech, because doctors who publicly declares that they are against the immunization risk to lose a job. In Italy, there are a lot of cases that doctors really lost a job, and on the Balkans, there are many cases of severe threatening that doctors can lose a job if they continue to talk against the vaccination. The third point I wanted to focus is a violation of science, because health institutions want to present some light diseases as mortal in order to convince parents to immunize their children. And in some cases, this science fails in so severe way that we have children who experienced, for example, measles, and after they developed natural immunity, health sector forced them to immunize their children, and if they refuse, they send them to juridical procedure when they pay 150 Bosnian marks as a punishment for one senseless thing, because naturally immunized child shouldn't receive a vaccine, because a vaccine should provoke counter effects. The fourth point I want to focus is a violation of the truth, because we have a lot of cases when health sector deny vaccine adverse events. They publicly declares that they don't exist, but when children dies a couple of hours or a couple of days after the immunization, pediatricians, prosecutors, and other doctors who are involved in these cases don't realize and don't execute microbiology and chemical toxicology laboratory analyses in order to establish if it really exists causal relation between the vaccines and health damage or death, and they, in that case, they avoid the truth, because they don't offer any valid evidence, but they always try to present publicly that the vaccines don't produce vaccine adverse events, especially neurological ones, which are more severe than any other. And beside that, I wanted to stress also that we have a serious problems in reporting adverse events, because a national regulatory agency in our country, Agency for Remedies and Medical Devices, has a department for pharmacovigilance that insists to have valid evidences that causal relation really exists. Otherwise, they refuse to transfer our reports to higher levels, such as Vigilance of European Medical Agency or Department for Vaccine Adverse Events within World Health Organization. And when we try to explain to this pharmacovigilance department that pediatricians are responsible for the lack of evidences, they close their eyes and they in any way don't want to realize the reality of our country. So I hope that if we unify our strength, that we can become much stronger and that we can produce much stronger impact on public opinion in whole Europe, and that we can also fight against corruption in health sector, which is the crucial problem we have. I can use to say that the corruption in health sector is a cancer in health.